here.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
God, let's
seriously, this movie sucks. Everybody hates it. Nobody likes it, and it's a piece of shit.
We've been ranting in the back room for like 20 minutes, and so fuck it, go live. We're doing this. Let's happen.
Like this isn't even this week in bullshit. We're just bullshitting right now. We're just ranting on how fucking horrible this movie is.
This trilogy is bullshit, and here's why.
Yes, explain why, Kester. I would love for your take. First.
Do you have an entire fucking day? Oh my god!
Yes.
Oh,
all of the days.
I do.
We have all the time in the world. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Welcome everybody to the channel. Price is Right review is already here. He says, "Yo, sup, man? How are you tonight, bro? I'm doing pretty well. Just hanging out with my friends, and we're gonna bitch, whine, and complain about a movie that we haven't seen yet. Yeah, we already know what happens. And
we don't need to see it. We know. We already know.
Thank you, Comrade Commodore, for the muscle super chat. I greatly appreciate that.
We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'd say, given my avatar, I'm perfectly equipped for whining and bitching.
Hey, I mean, my avatar is not exactly new to the whole entitled whining either, so you know.
Well, you know. But anyways, guys, we're just gonna get right into it. We're gonna be bitching and crying about the Rise of Skywalker just because the leaks are out there and we know exactly what's going to happen. Oh, hi, Mary. Nice to see you.
I'm actually laughing more than crying right now. It's nice.
I'm a little of both.
It's nice to be vindicated after 10 fucking years of dealing with J.J. Abrams.
Finally, you will see him for the hack I've known him to be.
For 10 years? What did he do 10 years ago?
2009 Star Trek.
Oh.
He's not wrong either. I mean, like I was telling him earlier, I'm in the camp of people who enjoy it mostly because like they establish it's its own thing. So I'm like, all right, okay, I can accept this. You're not intruding on my precious Prime timeline canon. So, all right, fine. But yeah. But then Into Darkness came along. I'm like, oh, this fucking sucks. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is terrible.
I know, dude. It's so disappointing. Anyways, we got a few people watching here. Nice to see you guys here. Nice seeing the love here. Corporal Shepherd, thank you very much. Mark Lurseth, hello there. I don't think I've seen you before, but welcome to the channel. And apparently the StreamYard's comments are a little bit behind, so I'll just keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm following, so if I don't respond to a comment right away, it's because I'm catching up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. StreamYard sucks, but it doesn't suck as much as this movie's going to be. Where do I even begin?
Oh my god, the vacuum amounts of suckage that is going to happen. Jesus Christ.
First off, the dead speak. The dead speak?
Right off the bat, the retardation starts right with the first line of that crawl. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. It's already just the dead speak. Well, like,
I have to laugh because, that too. Oh yeah, go ahead, go on your little explain that one, Chosen, because that was a good point you made.
The dead do a lot of talking in this movie, and JJ even manages to kill more people to add to the dead pile. You've got Carrie Fisher wandering around talking, even though from the reviews apparently she's wandering around like a reanimated zombie, which is kind of sad. Well, it's not kind of sad; it is sad.
Terrible. I mean, it's actually sad because it's her last movie. She did not consent to this.
No, I think it was her. What was it? Her brother or her son that gave them permission to use her likeness or something.
That's
I think
fine.
It might have actually been her daughter.
Right.
Okay, it might have been her daughter.
I think.
Yeah, but either way, I'm not gonna really, take a jabs at any of the actors or anything. They're just kind of there, and it feels like they want to get it over with just as much as we do.
Oh, dude, I would want to as well. If I was part of this shit, I'd be like, nope, just give me my check so I can get the hell out of this crap. Get me away from it.
Do you think, and also like even the promotional campaigns like before, whenever they did interviews, they were even saying like, this is gonna be like, okay, or like or they're trashing The Last Jedi. It seems like they're not enthusiastic at all. They don't want to be a part of this.
You get a distinct you get that distinct sense of when Amelia Clark did that one interview for season 8, and she's all best season ever. It's like that across multiple actors, and it's just hilarious.
Well, to be fair, oh god, what's his name? Oscar Isaac. He has an interview that's very, very, very similar to the one Kit Harington gave for season 8.
Oh,
I don't remember that one. I don't think I saw that one.
No, it's the one where Kit Harington is asked in a word to describe how his feelings on season 8's ending, and he waits about a second, and then he comes out with disappointing.
Oh God! Okay, yes, I did see that one. I was like, man, this sounds familiar, but okay, yeah, I did see it. Yeah. No, is that the one where Oscar Isaac was like, they were like, oh, if they did a Disney Plus series, would you do it? And he's like, no.
Yeah.
Immediately no.
Who said that? Oscar Isaac?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, isn't he a part of the rise of the I don't know, Star Wars Resistance or something?
Yes.
He had like a brief cameo, I think, in the first episode.
That's it?
He does come back for a few episodes, but they don't really. Right.
Well, who cares? It's a stupid cartoon that nobody.
He clearly got shuffled into a recording booth for like an hour just to record a few lines, probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Still,
called voice actors
with him for this movie. He does absolutely nothing.
Neither does Finn.
Finn once again is pushed to the back. Oh yeah, didn't I hear like he was saying going like Ray again, and then he just gets pushed off the side of the thing.
It's even worse. Okay, so Force Awakens and Last Jedi, it's the whole Finn needs to learn to fight for someone other than himself and not run away and be a coward. They recycled his character arc in the first 2 movies. Mm-hmm. He doesn't even get a character arc in this one. I've heard that he's basically is just there in the background, a glorified extra, and he gets nothing. It's like, are you serious? Like your most interesting character, and he gets nothing.
Zone too.
The only, if memory serves, the only thing he actually, he quote unquote gets to see that there are other First Order stormtroopers that have defected from the First Order and joined the Resistance, and that's
Janna. Janna's one of them.
Yeah, and aside from that, he's just a miserable army veteran, I guess.
Spoilers in case there's not like a big spoiler warning on this video or nothing. We're just talking about it all.
Spoilers.
Yeah, by the way,
we already know everything that happens.
If you've read the leaks, you know we're just filling in some of the blanks here, but you already know what happened. You know 98% of this fucking movie already, and it is ridiculous.
Oh, thank you, Price is Right review for the $2 super chat. He says, Rise of the Impractical Jokers this February. Really? There's an Impractical Jokers movie? What?
Yeah.
I thought they already have like some dumb like TV show or something.
They have a show. It's on True TV, I believe. Yeah, they have a show.
No, a game show.
Yeah, well, I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, that one's weird. Okay, it's going to be released, next year. Oh,
no,
who knew? I don't know. What the hell is it going to be about?
I have no clue.
Probably it's...
I have no friggin' idea. I've never even heard of this until just now.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, well, anyways, hey, Biden Dirty. What's up, Matt? How you doing?
There are too many Bidens here.
There's more Bidens than there are Jeremys.
I know.
Biden Dirty.
That's just
Biden Dirty. I like it.
Shellback wants to remind you of something, Kester.
He's like the only one who ever remembers. It's kind of sad, honestly.
Yeah, it's sad that nobody remembers you, Kester.
Nope, no one remembers me or the hashtag, and I prefer it that way.
It was trending for a little bit.
For like 5 minutes because like 10 people tweeted about it in rapid succession.
Yes, we should do it again. All right, guys.
Go right ahead.
Kester Sparkles again.
Maybe it'll last 3 whole minutes this time.
All right.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be drowned out by the people talking about Rise of Skywalker.
Probably.
Oh my God, it's all over Twitter.
Oh yeah, it's been all over Twitter for days now.
I mean, it ramped up yesterday though when the reviews were coming in and people were posting pictures and oh my God.
Oh, that ending. Oh my God.
Oh, that ending.
Spoiler alert, Palpatine explodes and
because of his own force lightning for the 3rd time in this goddamn saga. This man does not know how to turn off his hands. I swear to God, it's so stupid.
Yeah, he did that. He made the same mistake with Mace Windu.
And then again, when Vader picked him up in Return of the Jedi, he would not turn off his freaking lightning. It's like, dude, what is wrong with you?
To be fair, turning off his lightning wouldn't have saved him. But it did actually kill Vader, so it kind of worked, I guess.
Not really. No. Like, can he not force push? Like, does he not have other force powers that would be equally effective, if not more so, rather than frying himself?
Well, to be fair, it's not really clear if he actually fried himself doing that. But he definitely...
Well, in Revenge of the Sith, he certainly did.
Well, yeah, but that was a lightsaber deflecting it.
Yeah, but again, he didn't turn off his hands. Like, dude, you can force push this. It's like, you just took out, like, 3 Jedi Masters in rapid succession. Like, you really can't take on Mace Windu mano a mano if you just force push him away. Like, seriously.
To be fair, none of them really were... Those Jedi Masters sucked. They just stood there as Palpatine very slowly was like, ah!
Yeah, just jumps at him.
He's like,
screeching like a ring wraith while he jumps at him. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, what is with the spiral like shit? I mean, it's cool. I mean, that's the one thing about the prequels that I miss is like all of the lightsaber duels. Mm-hmm. And this trilogy we had 3 lightsaber duels going on, I think, at the same time. And this one, like this trilogy, won't even give us one good one. We've had one.
Supposedly Rey and Kylo fight in this one, and I've heard so many mixed things. Like,
like whatever. She beats him again.
What a surprise! What a fucking surprise! The merry supremacy of Rey, folks. Dear Lord.
I just find it funny that she finally actually, quote unquote here, she finally had the balls to actually just go out and kill him. But then she couldn't even do that right and brought him back afterwards.
Yeah, right. God, can you not screw up for 5 seconds?
Speaking Biden, that was a long story. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I was supposed to host a General Zod stream, and then I forgot about it because life happened. Hey, it's hey. To be fair, I was getting ready for a job interview the next day. So
how did that go?
It went well. I got it. So yay.
Well, good for you, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess this topic kind of explains how interesting the Rise of Skywalker is.
Holy shit, Matthew Schroeder, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. You did not have to do that. Thank you so much. You could have said something, by the way. Like, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh my god.
There you go. You can buy some nice shirts for your new job.
Woohoo! Yeah, it's a suit and tie job, so yeah.
Oh, fun. I hate those.
What is it, dare I ask?
It's just I'm not going to get into it. Not on air. I'll tell you later.
Are you answering phones or something?
I'll tell you guys later. It's not a big thing. But yeah, okay.
Turns out he's working for a sex hotline.
Right.
You're working for Lucasfilm, aren't you? Aren't you?
They're like, please, we need fans. We're screwing it up.
Maybe.
Oh dear.
Imagine if I was and I couldn't say anything. Like,
dude, if you tell me that, you know I'm going to shout that shit from the rooftops.
Right. Like, what if I got hired by Pablo Hidalgo and I was his assistant?
Hasn't he been
I would tell you to bitch slap that idiot with a big old stack of Post-its and tell him to get off his fucking ass and do his job.
I don't think I'd do that.
I thought he'd been
but I would ask him to kindly unblock me on Twitter. Please.
Didn't he go protected or something? Like, he's only got like a few hundred followers now.
Something
he's got
like
his own personal hug box going on.
He's in a bubble now. Yes, Force Ghost, Jeremy. Yeah, at least The Mandalorian episode 7 was good. I have not seen that yet, so that is for a later time.
I haven't seen any of it yet, so.
Okay, well, it's really good. Spoiler
I'm
alert.
waiting until the season is available either on Blu-ray or I can watch it all in one fell swoop because I really do not feel like giving Disney a shit ton of money every month.
It's like $7.
I don't care. The more people that do it, the more money they're getting.
Yep.
True, but I like it.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's worth the 30 seasons of The Simpsons.
Well, anyway.
But anyways, back to back to the shit show Rise of Skywalker. So
no, please no.
what is what is the one thing that you've heard from the leaks and from the actual spoilers that pisses you off the most?
Oh, just one? Chester. We have to pick just one? Are you
one
serious?
that pisses you off the most.
Palpatine being alive. Palpatine dying at the end of Return of the Jedi. For all the narrative flaws that come from the prequels later on, him dying and the way it happens gives a sense of closure to the original story, to the Skywalker saga. That's Anakin's moment, and I disagree with the idea of redeeming Anakin after everything he's done. I could go on for a while about why him getting his Force Ghost afterlife thing is kind of to me.
Yep.
But in terms of the story itself, for what it's supposed to be doing, it's Luke's story. I get it, and I'm like, all right, fine, I can accept this. This is okay. Palpatine's dead.
It didn't make sense, but it was fitting for Anakin to be there at the final sort of gathering.
Yeah. It's like I said, I could go into the moral ambiguity of it all, but I won't do that for the sake of everyone watching. But anyway,
I haven't seen that leak yet with all of the Jedi returning at the end.
They come in as spirits.
Like, is it just voiced, or are they actually
Yes, they are
there?
voiced. They get voiced by, I believe, all of their original actors, but I don't think it's new dialogue. I think they just reuse old dialogue and, like, kind of dub it over and make it to where it fits the scene.
Boo.
Yeah.
If you're going
to, and it includes Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka Tano is one of them.
Yeah, the dead.
Well, so then she's dead.
Shellback Palpatine is not a clone.
Wait, so wait,
it's the original Palpatine.
Yeah, no, it's definitely Palpatine, not like a clone Palpatine. So yeah. But yeah.
And as far as Ahsoka being dead, I mean, you have to figure it was what 20 years later. Let's see almost 20 years between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. Yep. And she would have already been like in her early 20s ish.
Yeah, but Jedi can live for at least 100 years easily.
But I'm just saying, then another 30 years between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, so you're looking at almost 70 years. So, I mean, in that time when she's on the run from, the Empire, or in the aftermath of the Empire falling and the First Order rising, I mean, there's any number of circumstances where she could have been killed by something or someone.
I think this article sums up the movie the best. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is what happens when a franchise gives up.
No, not gives up. This is them desperately clawing up until the very end while they strangle themselves. This is not surrender.
It's a colossal failure of imagination.
Well, that part is true. I don't think
Absolutely.
They just didn't know what the hell they were doing ever.
No, they had no plan. They had all this crap about Palpatine was Endgame is bullshit. They are lying.
Yes,
exactly.
Ghost, you are right. They don't explain Ahsoka, but she is dead. Disney's killed her off for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have at least have the illusion that she could be alive, but no, she's dead.
Yep, and they do it just to... They kill off Ahsoka just to prop up Rey, basically.
They kill off everybody to prop up Rey.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, Jeremy, I don't know. Can you pull up that clip, the one where she's fighting Palpatine at the end? Can you pull that one up and
could we like show that on air?
Really?
I will probably get striked.
Oh, okay, that's right. I forgot. God, I don't have to worry about that shit. I don't do a YouTube channel, so I don't have to think about that crap.
Otherwise I totally would. But yeah, that you guys can find that over on Twitter. I'll see if I can send you guys the link for it.
Yeah, see if you can post the link in the chat, if nothing else, so everyone else can go check it out if they haven't seen it. Because oh my god, oh my god.
All right, chosen one, you can do it.
Fuck.
If you want, because I'm going to be reading this article. Hey Tommy, how you doing? Thank you for showing up and being awesome.
Yeah.
We need you to destroy that like button, obliterate it, smash it, whatever you want to do. Hit it with a hammer.
It like a gentle lover.
Indeed. Yes. And yes, Force Ghost Jay, I have seen Jeremy John's review, and yeah, that was
poor Jeremy. Oh my god, that poor guy. He was so excited for this trilogy. He was so psyched. And watching him just slowly but surely like give in to how bad it is, it's depressing. I'm like, his energy was so infectious for The Force Awakens, and then The Last Jedi, he was like initially like, oh, it wasn't too bad, and he's just slowly but surely gone downhill, and it's just like, oh, you poor man.
Since The Rise of Skywalker falls somewhere between an overstuffed fan service finale and a yawn fest. If The Force Awakens kicked off a new cycle in the franchise and The Last Jedi set it up to push beyond its familiar patterns, The Rise of Skywalker, for the most part, runs screaming in the other direction.
The Last Jedi did not set it up to push beyond jack shit. The Last Jedi basically severed all of its narrative threads in this trilogy. It did everything the middle chapter is not supposed to do.
Yeah, it ended it. It was it. It was over.
Yeah. It effectively was the end. Yeah. And more or less, that's why The Rise of Skywalker has to do so much to basically establish. Hell, you and I were around for those live streams on the Senate like a year or so ago proper. You remember I was one of the people that was saying The Rise of Skywalker. Well, we didn't know it was called The Rise of Skywalker then, but I was one of the ones saying Episode 9 has so much that it has to do now because it has to set up its own plot and pay it off. And so now you've got all the exposition and the MacGuffins and everything that happens in the first half of this movie. This thing that everyone's complaining about. They're like, oh, there's so much information and it's so awkward. I'm like, well, yeah, you have to do that. That's the only way they have.
Can I just say one thing quickly?
No.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I hate you.
Was that it?
Shellback. Ahsoka is in this. She's in the credits.
Yep, she's credited. Her voice actress is credited.
Spoiler alert.
Also, I just found a picture of the Reylo kiss, and it's awful.
Oh, no.
I saw the picture. I'm like, no, God. But he dies. That's okay. He still dies.
The Reylos are validated.
No, he still dies, though. It's not valid if he dies.
He's the only Skywalker technically left. So him dying is even worse.
Well,
the Rise of Skywalker is a lie.
Yeah, it's okay. So Rey technically dies, and then he uses the Force heal to resurrect her.
Yeah.
More dead people. Oh my God! What if she shot herself first?
Or she steals.
Great.
Star Wars Episode 9: The Rise of the Dead.
Yes, everyone comes back from the dead.
Oh, no one's ever really gone.
Oh, fuck you for saying that. Fuck you for saying that.
What did you say?
I hate you.
I said no one's ever really gone.
No,
I hate you.
You. Why?
Fuck you.
Okay, so the Raylers are vindicated. Palpatine comes back for no reason. Rey has some, gold lightsaber. Buries the other lightsabers, so some little kids can, dig it up, searching for buried treasure, and then they accidentally kill one of their friends with it. I can imagine that happening in Episode 10.
Hey, Johnny, look down this tube while I play with this switch. Oh, God, Johnny!
It's like that shot where you see Luke Skywalker literally look into the barrel. Someone actually ignites it.
Yeah. Oh, God, I forgot about that.
You know what? Now I can start working on my series. What if Episode 7 was good? And 8 and 9, and just redo it. That'd be fantastic, but I'd have to start from scratch. I mean, what exactly of the elements from these films can you use? Like, exactly what is feasible? What can you take away from it that's actually like, okay, that's decent?
Nothing. That's the whole problem.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. It's every potentially interesting storyline got cut off at some point or another, to where they had to cobble together this mess. There's nothing left.
You could keep The Force Awakens relatively intact. Relatively.
You'd have to just pay off things way differently.
If it was Episode 8, sure. But yeah, I would prefer like a prequel to 7. Why not show Ben Solo going to the dark side? Why not show Han and Leia having marital issues or whatever if you really need that? Why not show Luke Skywalker training people in the academy? Why not show any of this?
That's the baffling thing. That's the baffling thing. We have gone through this entire trilogy. We don't know how Luke, well, Anakin's, but ultimately Luke's lightsaber. We don't know how that ended up with Maz in her frickin' cantina thing in Force Awakens. We don't know what it was precisely that made Ben turn evil. There's major plot elements here that we have no understanding of how it happened or why, and they're honestly kind of crucial. But yet we have nothing. We've gone through the trilogy, and now there's no answers to any of it.
All right, gentlemen. Teresa Martin is here, so as usual, we will wave. She's waving at us, so we will wave back. Hello. Sorry, continue. I must always do that for Teresa because she's awesome.
I'm waving in spirit.
Yeah, neither am I.
No, that's okay.
I'm waving in spirit, Teresa. It's okay.
Kester's not waving at all, but maybe the
I am waving most vigorously, sir. How dare you?
I'm trying to find the clip, and I just found the ending of Revenge of the Sith, where the droid's saying Padme's lost the will to live.
Oh God, that's the fandom.
I saw the meme with Anakin's the father, isn't he? No, it's Master Yoda, and it's like the next one is Baby Yoda.
This is a straight up clip from This is just a straight up clip from the thing where
you're cutting in and out, dude.
Yeah, badly.
Yeah, pretty bad. Oh, what do you guys think of this lovely Rotten Tomatoes score that they have? You're cutting in and out, dude.
Yeah, we just heard the droid saying she's lost the will, and then you were gone again.
Maybe it's my internet.
It is probably.
Probably.
No.
All right. Here we go. Let's look at this crap.
Oh God.
The Rise of Skywalker at a whopping. Is it fresh yet? Is it fresh?
I heard it went over into 60.
Okay, I didn't want this crap. No. Why did it? Ugh. Technical difficulties. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm gonna wait for it to do something stupid. Yep, there we go. That's what happened. Yeah, but
it's right there at the top of the page. Go back up to the top of the page. It was like right there on a banner.
Yeah, I know. And then I clicked on it, and then it just changed just for no reason. Fuck it. Rise of Soywalker. Oh man.
Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, you saw that trending on
Twitter.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's at 59. Oh, it's almost there.
It's almost there, guys. It's almost there.
Yeah, just throw in another freaking 20 paid critic reviews. If only you could give it 0
now
stars.
Everyone has my email address. You're welcome. God damn it.
This is why I don't do YouTube shit.
Well, you know what? It's fine. I don't care. Anyways, yeah, it's at 59, and yeah, I'm just gonna say boo. That's it. Who wants to see it? I wish that don't want to see button would still be there. That'd be great.
Right. Fuck you, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, they have less people who want to see it than people who didn't want to see Solo.
Jesus.
You notice that?
I don't follow Rotten Tomatoes that much, so I don't follow the numbers usually that much.
Oh yeah,
Rotten Tomatoes is not a great metric for me. I've never put much stock in it.
Oh yeah, do you know what the greatest movie of all time is according to Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh, I don't want to know.
I think you do. I think you want to know. Best movies. Are you sure?
No.
I think you do. Greatest movies of all time. Take a guess. I'm
gonna hate it, aren't I?
Yep. I'm gonna remove it from the stream because I want this to be a surprise. Just to show how, just because it's at 59% doesn't mean it's valid by any means. And there was a bunch of people who just joined a second ago, so thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Remember to smash the like button. So yeah, we have Vertigo, Finding Dory's on the list. Then you get Jaws, which is 85 for some reason.
85? What the fuck?
I know. Toy Story 3 is better than Jaws. All right, guys. So is Won't You Be My Neighbor? What? Won't You Be My Neighbor is the wait, that's not the It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Never mind. Okay. Episode 7 is 42.
Episode 7 ranks higher than Jaws. Are you fucking serious?
Oh, it gets better. The Last Jedi is better than The Godfather. The Last Jedi, guys, is better than The Godfather.
I'm going to burn down the entirety of this website, so help me God.
Oh yeah, so and apparently Dunkirk is better than The Godfather. But guess what? Get Out is better than
Wonder Woman is at 13. Really?
Citizen Kane is up here. Guess what's above it? Wizard of Oz. Okay, that's fine. What are the other 2 movies?
I don't want to know.
Take a guess at the number 1.
Captain Marvel.
What? Lady Bird is number... What? What? It's above... Casablanca's at 14. Casablanca is at 14. Jesus. But Lady Bird is at 2.
Inside Out is better than The Godfather.
No. Oh, my God. No.
Black Panther.
No.
Oh, really? Oh, you...
At least
you shame... you shills. There's no other way to put it. You fucking shills. Oh my God.
At least it's
not. Oh my God.
That torture. Let's get back to the Rise of Skywalker. Oh God.
At least it's not Captain Marvel, I suppose.
Matthew, to answer your question, Lady Bird is a documentary featuring, starring, I'm probably gonna horribly mangle her name, Saoirse Ronan, and she is, oh God. Lady Bird was the wife of, oh God, I'm blanking the name now.
Johnson.
That was it. Thank you.
All right, let's look at the reviews. Once we did that, we lost a couple people after we started looking at the list.
Oh, I can't imagine why.
Okay, so, oh my God, with Rise of Skywalker, Star Wars limps to a close.
But they're still good in it. Oh,
like...
Wait a minute, what did he give it? A 2.5 out of 4?
That's pretty generous. The Rise
2.5, really?
Yeah.
It's above average, and you stupid fucks.
Rise of Skywalker becomes forgettable, nostalgia-pushing fodder.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, you'll keep waiting for that moment, but that lump in your throat, that ache in your heart, that could only result from such beloved fictions becoming something more real, it never comes.
It hasn't come for a while. I couldn't help myself.
Oh God, that was a good one.
Well, to be honest, JJ is terrible at finishing things.
He is pretty bad. He doesn't have a good track record of that. He says at best
he doesn't have any track record of that. He has nothing. He has no accomplishments in that regard.
Sadly,
the only time he finished anything was when he made a kid.
At worst,
and even that turned out terribly. I mean, look at him. He's doing a Spider-Man comic now.
With a recycled image from a better movie. Oh my God.
Well, hey, at least they acknowledge it's ripping off Endgame.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. It's too bad.
No, I know with that one they're talking about the other Star Wars movies, but still.
Let's try not to talk over each other.
I wanna.
No, it's okay. It's too bad that the Star Wars saga has saved the worst for last. Even as the Rise of Skywalker's characters claim their ultimate triumph, the film feels clumsy, hurried, and above all, like an admission of creative defeat.
Really? Only just now?
Actually, I want to say something. If you scroll back up to that second last comment.
Which one?
Just before that.
Above more. A little more above.
Just that one came from a top critic as well.
Oh, yeah. We should check out those guys. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that either. Let's see what the top critics say. That'd be interesting.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it'll be very insightful.
Okay, it doesn't
give me... Wait, did it go down a point? I thought it was at 59 earlier.
Yeah, now it's at 58. Somebody else...
Oh, my God. We're watching it drop before our eyes.
Let's see what the top critics say. 50. Even worse. The critics are as split as the audience were for The Last Jedi.
Oh wow. My God.
I want to see this now. Like I want, like, can I be honest? This presses me. Like, this shouldn't be it. You know?
I am not giving them money for this shit. It ain't happening.
In terms of pure narrative, it's satisfying. What is very rarely is very rarely inspired. Oh wow, that's pretty harsh.
How
what
can
it very rarely is inspired. Huh. Okay. Well, that's J.J. Abrams' career in a nutshell.
Those two statements that reviewer made are completely contradictory.
Yep.
What?
Go back up to it.
About it
Go back
being
up to it.
satisfying, but
in terms of pure narrative, it's satisfying, but it is what is very rarely is inspired. That's he's arguing with himself.
Should we check it out?
Yeah, sure.
I guess.
We'll save it for a rainy day, but I'll keep it in mind.
It's Britain.
Ty Burr, your name is now on my naughty list.
Ty Bird. Oh, Ty Burr. It's not even a real name. Couldn't even spell Tyler correctly. Actually, Burr is a last name. Okay, cool. Rise of Skywalker simply feels like a shrug of the shoulders and march into the expected.
The expected what? Excuse me? No one expected Palpatine. Palpatine was the last thing people expected.
Until the trailer dropped.
Yeah, but no one expected that. We were just like, oh shit, the leaks might actually be true.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, with the leaks? Yeah.
Yeah, the leaks, I mean, shit. Even before the leaks, no one would have expected Palpatine. Palpatine was like the very last.
Oh, that one just
before it even came out, before a trailer was released? Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, no one was expecting that. And then when he did come back, everyone was like, no, you're not.
I will tell you, the gasp in the room was real. Was real in that theater, in that stadium. Oh my goodness.
I like that one from Eric Conn. Rise of Skywalker.
What's up, Dimajanai? Sorry, go ahead.
Rise of Skywalker operates as if the only cinematic tradition at its disposal hails from a galaxy far, far away.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Basically saying
the only cinematic tradition at its disposal hails from... Is he saying it's too unusual?
I think it says... I think more the thing he's trying to say is that the only thing going for it is that it's got the Star Wars title on it.
I mean, I guess, but my God, that's just such a weirdly worded line to take out of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's because it's out of context, but yeah, that was just weird.
Yeah, it is not devoid of fun, but all that razzle dazzle can't obscure a hollow core.
Oh, look, it's the MCU in a nutshell.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Well, they did say they wanted to MCU things.
They did. They even ripped off the Endgame ending.
Oh, really? Actually, you know what? I think they did with the dialogue. What did he say?
He's Palpatine's going, I am all the Sith. And then Rey's all in a clear impersonation of Tony Stark at the end of Endgame goes, and I am all the Jedi. And I was just like, I think my eyes rolled back into my head and into another dimension at that point, because I'm like, wow, that is such a ripoff.
Let me just say, my Endgame ripoff was better. Much better. Mine went as such. They're battling and shit, and Palpatine has the Infinity Gauntlet. And he says, I am the Senate. Clink. And then Ben Solo has the stones, and he says, and I'm Ben Solo, looks at Rey, and I'm here to rescue you. Click.
Do you want to know the funny thing?
Call back. It would be great.
If Palpatine had the Infinity Gauntlet, that would actually explain how he survived the Death Star exploding.
Right.
Hey, Stieg, I'm going to send you a link whether you come or not, because you're fun.
Phrasing.
Yeah, just for funsies. Why not?
Phrasing!
So, yeah, they ripped off Endgame. That's kind of like... Why did they do that, though? Like, mine is so much better. I'm like, why didn't you guys copy off of me?
Because Endgame was popular and did really well, and they think it's just because of that one line, and not because of what it represents.
Oh, oops. Gave the link to Salty instead. Oh, well.
Hey, Salty, come on. You're not watching. Probably not.
No, he's sick. No, his kids got him sick. So he was going to come on, though.
Damn kids.
Yeah.
Damn little petri dishes.
All right, Steve, you have a link. You can come in if you want. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so they ripped off Endgame. They have that stupid yellow blade or whatever at the end. Luke and Leia come back. I mean, what did you guys kind of expect, in all honesty? What did you guys expect? Like
garbage.
Like, how could this have been better? What would you guys have done?
Do you have a week? I mean, Jesus, where do I start?
Start somewhere. Anywhere.
I mean, God, I don't know. Chosen, go first while I try to freaking figure out a good starting point to improve this mess.
Well, to be honest, I didn't hate. Oh God, I didn't hate the gold lightsaber. Well, I do and I don't. The gold lightsaber itself looks decent. There isn't the sort of problem with it blurring into the sand like we thought there would be. But at the same time, the gold lightsaber is handed. The gold lightsabers are used by Jedi Sentinels. They're Jedi that have kind of mastered both the mystical and the physical aspects of the light side of the Force. So giving her a gold lightsaber is, again, another clear indication that she is
the greatest thing ever.
Hi, Stig.
Hello, Stig.
Jedi.
How are you?
Enjoying watching a train wreck happen.
I hate you.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, we have Anakin and Obi-Wan in here.
Right.
I just realized that. Everyone's a fictional character but me.
It's more fun that way.
Yeah, you got to get on a level.
Oh, what would I change it to? Well, we'll do that in a second. Stig, how are you?
I'm quite well. I'm procrastinating. I'm supposed to clean the apartment before my kid arrives tomorrow, but
oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you think of all the leaks?
Laughable.
Starting with the opening crawl, the dead speak.
It's the dead speak. Why is that something new?
No, that's literally the first line of the opening crawl is the dead speak.
Yeah, they've been doing that since episode 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now they're doing it with Palpatine, but he's not actually dead.
Yeah, he survived being turned into dust. So I'm assuming in a future movie we'll see Dooku's floating head being alive.
You know what? I just thought of something. I want to see the Robot Chicken sketch where it shows Palpatine like in his throne room as it's like careening towards the planet that it crashes on later on, and him just going in like the whole time.
Dust get off Endor.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
No one knows. We'll never know.
And
wait for the comic series.
Force Ghosts can use lightsabers now because Force Ghost Luke is holding a lightsaber, which means Yoda and Kenobi ghosts could have attacked Vader and Palpatine with a lightsaber whenever they wanted to.
Yeah, I've got to ask something about that. Obviously, with Palpatine being able to consume Force Ghosts, because obviously he's consumed the other Sith Lords, who are now apparently Force Ghosts somehow.
I don't know.
Which is a blatant ripoff of a storyline from the Old Republic MMO, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm playing that right now.
If he consumed them, shouldn't he have been restored? Because that's what he's doing with Rey, isn't it?
You'd think so. But my point is, what's to stop him from consuming all the Force Ghosts around, like Yoda, Luke, Leia, whatever, and Ahsoka, because she's in it as well. Mace Windu.
Nobody knows. And why is Ahsoka even a Force Ghost? She was a Padawan, and Qui-Gon taught Yoda and Kenobi how to become Force Ghosts. It's elaborated on a bit at the end of the Revenge of the Sith, right?
To be honest, they stopped caring about their own canon a while ago.
Yeah. And even
they do touch on that though at the end of Revenge.
Even characters who died before.
Yep.
Before Yoda and Obi-Wan got that training are now Force Ghosts.
Well, because isn't it? Because I believe I could be mistaken, but isn't the KOTOR games and that timeline, like the Old Republic timeline, isn't that still technically canon?
No.
Technically,
no.
Really?
No. They scrapped everything except for the 6 movies.
They also kept the Clone Wars, so I thought they kept KOTOR as well.
No.
They keep the references to those people, but they don't actually have the people. If that makes sense.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
This is Disney.
Yeah, like KOTOR is one of the most popular things. Why in the world would they have scrapped that? But okay. Anyways, so
and why is Ahsoka even there? Because she hasn't been a Jedi for 40 years, and she left the Order when she was a Padawan. They even stressed this 100 times in the Rebels show. So she's not a Jedi. Why would she show up as a Jedi Force Ghost? She's even credited in the credits as a Jedi.
Yep.
Oh, no.
They don't care.
To be fair, we've seen with The Mandalorian that Disney doesn't care about their own canon.
Right.
No. Yeah.
This is kind of ridiculous. Like, first off, they allowed all the leaks to get out, and I bet that fucking maid wrote the Reddit post. Pretty sure.
The one who found John Boyega's script, you mean?
Yep, they didn't buy it back before someone was able to give it to someone first. For sure.
Didn't they specify that it was just his character specific stuff that it was in the script? Like it would have only been his scenes.
Might have been the whole script. I don't know.
Yeah,
well, I'm just saying, it kind of seems weird that he would be carrying around a full script for everything when all he needs is his relevant stuff. You know what I mean?
JJ is kind of a pain about that. He only gives you the stuff you need for a certain scene or whatever.
Yeah,
hey,
there's absolutely no planning.
He says, "Yo, thank you, Rookie. Appreciate it.
Sup?
How you doing?
I hate you."
Rookie's awesome.
Also, at the end, right?
Huh?
At the end of the movie, Rey goes to the old Lars farm to bury the lightsabers.
Yeah, because we didn't get to see that in the Mandalorian chapter 5. So,
but how the heck does he know that's where Luke used to live?
Sorry, Caster. I don't want to ruin the Mandalorian for you.
I'm fine. I've already heard all this. It's not spoiling anything.
Don't worry. The Mandalorian ruins itself.
It gets better. Sorry.
Anyway, Stig, to answer your question, no one knows. She just magically knows where the Lars homestead is.
Yeah, and there's also a canon book that explains why Leia didn't want Jedi training. She explicitly said she didn't want to be trained as a Jedi. She has no training. That's canon. She only has some Force instinct stuff.
Yeah, Are you referring to Bloodlines?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've never read it myself. I just know a few of the details. But yeah, that does sound like what I've heard.
So now Leia is training Rey with what? She's training her with knowledge she's never gained.
You know, I have a theory. I could be wrong, but just based on that scene alone from like the trailers, I get the distinct impression that Leia training Rey, that was supposed to be Luke training Rey in like the vague drafts that JJ wrote for the trilogy. So now he's just forcing Leia into that role and using her to exploit nostalgia and be like, "Oh, hey, see Rey's training now," and I guarantee you that's part of it.
Also, Force Ghosts change clothes now. Because Force Ghost Leia is wearing the same stuff she's wearing in Episode 4.
Yeah, I didn't really bother. I didn't have that much of a problem because obviously you see Anakin and David Prowse, mind you, the original Anakin. You see Anakin wearing sort of Jedi robes
instead of the Vader suit.
Yeah, but that edit was made before Revenge of the Sith came out. So it's a mistake simply because it just came out before.
Well, no, he's talking about
he died in at Mustafar, because that's where Anakin technically died, right? The light side of him.
Then,
I guess. But even after Hayden Christensen replaces David Prowse, he's still wearing the Jedi robes.
Yeah, he's wearing.
Yes, but the replacement happened before Revenge of the Sith was made.
Well, was it? I thought those alterations were made after the prequel trilogy had finished filming.
No, they had added it before, I believe.
That's odd.
Yeah,
because I know it wasn't in the special editions. That would have been before they even started filming Phantom Menace.
No, that was in it was in 2004.
So it's a mistake.
That's interesting.
That happened because they just added it before.
Yeah, and that's Lucas. I mean, he was making all kinds of changes like that, and he wasn't thinking about things like continuity.
Well, that
was an honest mistake. This one though.
That does explain why I don't remember seeing the face scar on the Force Ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh, interesting.
I didn't even think about that.
Huh. Anyways,
wow, the Rise of Skywalker is so boring. We're talking about the edits to the original trilogy. Dear Lord.
Why do I let you guys do this?
Because it's a better movie.
Yeah, it's so much worth talking about than this fucking movie. We don't want to talk about this shit anymore. It's so terrible.
Oh, man. Maybe I should just change the title to just fuck Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker sucks. Here's some bullshit.
Boo.
Here's the thing, though. If,
Jeffrey, I've seen it. I've seen all of it. We've read the leaks. We've seen it. Okay, I'm actually seeing it tomorrow, and I'm not like, you know what? With all the leaks, I almost wish I did not see the leaks, but at this point, it's unavoidable because people, I'm not going to name names, but everybody is literally,
they're all spoiling it.
Yes,
they're all spoiling it.
Yeah, I couldn't even, if I wanted to avoid it, I couldn't.
Dude, no one cares.
Exactly.
They are absolutely without cares about spoiling this one. No one wanted to talk about Last Jedi. They were like, no, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. But with this one, they're just like, oh my God, this is terrible.
It's funny because even the people who claim they don't want spoilers out there are still spoiling the movie.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Rookie Critic, for the other $2 saying, boo. I don't know what you're booing.
And look at how Palpatine dies, though. It makes no sense because Palpatine is sending out Force lightning, right? So he's basically the battery of the lightning because it's coming from him.
Yeah.
And Rey is reflecting it back to him, and he explodes. So why doesn't he just stop?
Thank you.
Look,
I'm
killing myself by hitting myself.
I'll be completely honest.
Hitting yourself? Oh, like stop hitting yourself. Like,
stop zapping yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be completely honest.
If Palpatine explodes from it, why didn't Luke and Vader explode from it in Episode 6?
I don't know. They were smarter about it.
Same guy.
Well, I didn't know electricity could make you explode like that.
Chosen, what were you saying?
Well, I know why it makes Palpatine explode now. It's because he's consumed the souls of thousands of Sith Lords, which shouldn't even have souls left to consume, but Palpatine did for some reason. Which also makes Palpatine thousands of times more stronger than he was in Return of the Jedi when Anakin and Luke fought him together.
And Rey still defeats him easily.
Yeah.
Because she has 2 lightsabers.
And one
all along, the thing that would have saved Mace was a second lightsaber.
Yeah, too bad Anakin used his to cut off his hand.
Hands.
No, hand.
No, take it back. He did just cut off the one arm. I forgot.
Yeah,
I was thinking of Dooku, my bad.
Yeah, that's just kind of Anakin's thing, is cutting off people's hands.
Well, I mean, when you see what happened to him, you can kind of get why.
He's very good at it, though.
He is. He's become excellent at it.
He's a master at it.
Going back to the actual movie that we're meant to be discussing.
Please don't.
I saw...
What the fuck?
I read that scene in the leaks, and I thought it was going to be bad, but... watching the video, I haven't been able to find it to post it here, but watching that video of it play out, it's even worse than the leak suggested it would be.
Yeah.
How?
Tommy, you misspelled thought.
You know what they actually succeeded at, though? And this is actually staggering. No, they succeeded at one big thing. They united the fandom again.
Yep.
Woohoo! Yay.
Maybe that was their plan all along.
Hello, Anthony. Nice to see you. Good. You know what? That's the thing that I kind of want to just put out there, just as just sort of like as a message to all the people who liked The Last Jedi, who liked The Force Awakens, were really excited about this, and then they were let down by a huge dumpster fire. Like we should You know, if anybody, hold on just a second. Like, if anybody should be, you know, reaching out and just saying, like, and I'm not talking about the assholes who are, you know, being assholes and, you know, calling us toxic and racist, whatever. I'm just like, well, we could, for people who are disenfranchised and just like, oh shit, that was terrible. Why? I'm like, welcome to the dark side. Come join us. Join the Phantom Menace. It's kind of like if you lost your dad and then your friend lost their dad like a year later or 2 years later. You're just like, hey man, I know I've been through this before. We can help each other out here. I'm here with you. You know, like reaching out across the aisle, I guess, if you will.
You know what we need? We need the power of a meme. And we specifically need the meme where you have Schwarzenegger and the other guy from I believe it's Predator, or when they're shaking hands. We need one arm to be Last Jedi haters and the other Last Jedi defenders, and in the middle is shitting on the Rise of Skywalker.
Yes, yes.
Someone make that meme. I don't know how to do it. Make it.
Everyone, if you have meme skills, do it.
I mean,
one week ago, a bunch of critics and media people were bashing Star Wars fans for not liking The Last Jedi because you know,
those entitled fans
and all that. But now those same people are bashing The Rise of Skywalker, which has the exact same female lead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so maybe they're a bunch of racists and sexists for not liking a movie that features women.
Yeah.
And Rose Tico's in it too.
Yeah, and this one has a woman of color too, as well.
Yeah. And another with a helmet on the whole time.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah. I don't get that.
I don't understand is that another side plot with the horsies? Like what is that supposed to? I've heard nothing about it.
With the what?
The horsies, the space horsies with the
I have no idea.
Yeah, with
they're
lady.
using it to ride across the main Star Destroyer, the one that controls all the other Star Destroyers for some
reason. But how did they get there?
Yeah, they're not in space, I don't think.
No. And
by the way, was when that shot where Rey is jumping to the Falcon, is she jumping in space? I don't think so, right? Like, am I crazy?
It looks to me like one of two things. Either it's in atmosphere and they're just like in the upper atmosphere, or because the Falcon looks like it backs up, so it looks like she might be jumping through the little force field thing that they usually have on their hangars. So it's possible she's just like only in space for like half a second. But wait
a minute. No, that's not correct. The Falcon doors open and Finn's out there.
And he's wearing a breath mask for some reason. Which
would not help him in space.
Yeah.
Was he?
Because the door is open. There's no oxygen in the Falcon anyway when he goes back in.
Yeah, I mean, you're forgetting about, like, you can have an oxygen mask, but if the rest of your body is exposed to the vacuum of space, you know.
It worked for them in Empire Strikes Back.
You can survive for about a minute or so if you've got air.
But how long?
Also, if they're in the upper atmosphere, all the stuff inside the Falcon should be sucked out.
Right?
Hitting Finn.
Yeah.
And it would be like Gravity all over again. Instead of Sandra Bullock. Just floating around.
We're talking about a director here that created a new Death Star in episode 7 that drained the sun from a planet and then used that energy to blast the planet. If you drain the sun, that planet is dead anyway. You don't need to blast it.
Yep.
Thank you, Fenrir Fire. Accurate.
I guess the First Order wanted to make extra super dupe.
Super dupe what?
For sure that
your body would explode. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, Fen has a breather on because it's plot armor.
Don't ask questions, just consume product and get excited for new product.
Just remember,
exactly.
Nuance.
Mm-hmm. And remember, guys, we can't kill off the merchandise. That means Baby Yoda has to live.
The next time you take a crap, stick a Star Wars sticker on it. It might be worth something.
Probably worth more than this movie will be when all's said and done.
I actually want to get a little Baby Yoda mug or something.
Me too, so I can shoot it.
Why?
I hate him.
Baby Yoda is Gary Stu. That's all I've got to say on the matter.
He's a bit... I go from defending Baby Yoda to hating Baby Yoda. I'm conflicted. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, see...
It's just in it to deflect from bad writing.
That's because your heart is blinded by the cuteness, but your head knows that it's bullshit.
Look at his eyes. They're black, like Chucky's eyes.
They're soulless.
No,
soulless eyes.
It's like a doll's eyes.
Yeah.
Those black eyes.
And then they roll back and go white. Down you go.
Speaking of which, isn't like I thought I saw a shot of Palpatine and it looks like he's blind in one eye.
It looks like he's blind in both.
Seriously?
He's blind in both eyes because he's basically a corpse until he starts stealing the life from Rey and I almost said Finn for a second there. From Rey and Kylo.
It should be Finn. He should be a Jedi. What's wrong with that?
It should be Finn.
It should be Finn. This whole time, it should have been Finn. We were teased in the Force Awakens trailer. We're like, oh yes, woohoo! John Boyega's a Jedi, woohoo! Yep. And then Sam Jackson's like, hooray, I'm not alone. And then everyone's happy. But no, it has to be Rey. It has to be Rey for no goddamn reason. All that shit.
Oh, it's for a very good reason.
Where's Poe's Jedi powers? Where's the Force with him? You know,
he has the power of mansplaining. Didn't you want to say?
If you want to think of it like that, where are his pilot powers? He is a very talented pilot in the same way Anakin and Han were before Solo came out and completely destroyed him.
Oh yeah, well,
because
Solo was just a joke.
I have personally had the theory that Han is actually Force sensitive, but he was never trained, so he can only do the very basic stuff like what Anakin could do.
Nah.
You're talking like Force intuition.
Mm-hmm.
Then why did he go and onto the bridge on a suicide mission to save his son when he knew he was going to die?
They'll retcon it to where he knew that it would be the catalyst for redeeming his son or some shit like that.
I mean, looking at that, why did Luke go with Vader to try and save him?
Why did Luke go to Vader?
Yeah, because he thought he could save and redeem Vader
in Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? From the beginning, I was like, "Oh my God, Harrison Ford's gonna come back as Han Solo." I'm like, "Oh shit, they're gonna kill him."
Yep.
First thing I thought. First thing, I didn't even have to think about that for a second.
And this time he didn't even want to get killed because he's actually in this movie too.
Oh my God! Why? No, I don't believe that. I can't believe that at all.
The reason he wanted to die in the old trilogy was because Han Solo's story it felt like it was over. That's why he wanted him dead, because
from what I
didn't really serve that much of a purpose in the final movie.
Oh,
but
God!
Now when he has kids and stuff, he has a big purpose, right?
No, to be honest, from what I've heard, the only reason Han Solo is in this is because they used recycled footage from possibly Force Awakens.
It's not new stuff. Harrison didn't actually come back for this. It's reused footage, like with Leia, like what they did with her.
Doesn't he get a paycheck?
He'll get like a royalty check for it, I'm sure.
He's not even in it as a Force Ghost or a Force Vision. It's just a flashback. That's it.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's the reaction I was waiting.
I would have rather, like, look. There's two things. There's actually only one thing that could have saved this movie and Solo, and that's Harrison Ford. Bring him back. Fuck it. Yep. Who cares?
They should have cast Anthony in Gruber.
Yes, thank you.
I just don't get, like, the de-aging technology they have in this day and age is so ridiculously advanced. Like, I mean, shit, how many movies have they made now where they've taken actors and, like, aged them down by like 20, 30 years, and you almost can't tell. It's you look at them and it's like, aside from their voice, which sounds old and which sounds older, so you can kind of tell by that, but otherwise, like, you can't tell. So why couldn't that have been the case with Harrison?
There's actually a whole entire movie that is starring James Dean, even though he's been dead for like 50 years, and they're just having a voice actor come in and dub his lines.
God. Can you highlight Tommy's most recent comment, please? I feel we need to recognize this.
This?
McClunky.
No. Yeah, Will is correct. It's not a flashback. It's more just the vision of a memory. A flashback is something different. Yeah, it's not exactly like that, as I've heard. It's like he's actually like there, but it's like he's not. It's just sort of like a vision or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand that. But I haven't seen any leaks or any pictures of him, so I will have to see it for myself. And
I just saw a picture of Luke and Leia when Rey's at the Lars homestead.
Oh God,
that just feels
They're
weird.
Even giving her the binary sunset, which was
it's so stupid.
You knew they were gonna end it that way. You knew they were gonna do that.
How was the Lars?
Do you know how Trevorrow was gonna end it?
Oh, how?
He was gonna have Luke alive on Tatooine, hand his lightsaber to Rey, and then walk off into the binary sunset.
See, that would have been cool. That would have been like a old Western.
Yeah,
that would have been somewhat. I still would probably have some questions, but it would be somewhat redeemable compared to this.
It's like instead of Rey handing it to Luke, it's Luke now handing it to Rey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Rey has no idea that Luke even lived on the Lars farm because he never told her. She spent like 5 minutes with him anyway.
What? How is the Lars homestead still in a state where it's not burnt out, crumbling?
I don't actually see the homestead though. I see that like she's on like the desert area where it probably would have been. Yeah. But I don't remember seeing any of the actual structures in any of the pictures I've seen.
I know that
the leak said it was the Lars homestead though, because he asked someone. And
well, no, but I'm just saying though, I don't remember
Skywalker.
I'm saying I don't remember seeing like an actual build, and even if there wasn't the Lars homestead wasn't like the outer structure stone or something like that? Like from what I remember of the original trilogy, it always looked like it was stone. So theoretically, if
taken over the homestead after episode 4, we don't know.
That too.
But it wouldn't really be the Lars homestead at that point, would it?
No.
It's the Skywalker homestead now.
Don't think about the movie. Don't think about it. Just consume it. Blah.
Just consume.
Space wizards. Laser sword.
Yeah, it's for children.
Oh, I can't wait to see Patrick Willems' fucking hot take on this shit.
I can't. You know what? My little cousin is he's like 8 years old, 8 or 9 years old, and he loves the MCU. He loves all those characters. He doesn't really care about Star Wars, nor is he. I think he's seen The Force Awakens, but he hasn't seen like any of the other ones. So he's missing out. But it seems like if he's able to watch Jaws and be fine, he could watch like anything at this point. But like Star Wars, I'm just like thinking to my uncle, I'm just like, I want to just be like, dude, why aren't you showing him these movies? You have the tapes in the basement. Get a VCR for $2 and have him watch it.
Actually, something comes to mind, right? Oh, we lost him. No!
Bye, Kester.
Palpatine. It said that Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter. How does that work given the time difference? Because to me, it doesn't.
I no fucking clue. I don't understand that. Kester, how is Palpatine a grandfather to Rey exactly? How does that? How? Why? Like what?
Because if that was
I don't get it.
She should
I don't want to think about it.
As old as Luke.
They'd have taken it over shortly after Luke left 40 years ago. What? Oh, someone else would have taken over the farm by now. Oh, yeah. I was just sitting there for like 40, 30 years. Yeah, for sure. And so that's why Rey just like kind of walks up there, just out of nowhere, buries something in someone's front yard. Can you imagine if some chick just buried these things in your yard? Like, what are you doing?
Came up and buried an old gun in your front yard underneath your freaking tree or some shit.
Just like, why are you doing that to my tree, man?
To be honest, that would have actually been funny.
Excuse me, young lady, are you lost out here in the desert with nothing around for miles?
Except for a little BB-8 droid.
What are you buried under my front garden?
Yeah, okay, Will Gentry says, to be fair, it is for children. George himself said that he wanted to make a film for 12-year-olds. Yeah, it's written so adults can enjoy it too, but primarily is targeted at kids. Yeah, that's why...
George Lucas wrote and directed the prequel trilogy. I'm really not that interested in holding what he says up to be gospel, like it's some sort of infallible truth.
It's not an infallible truth.
George can say what he wants. It doesn't make it true.
I could believe that he wanted the prequels to be for 12-year-olds, but not the original trilogy.
Man, you friggin'
what the fuck was that?
Either way, the original trilogy, A New Hope, the Lars family dead, their home on fire, their smoldering skeletons outside their home, an entire planet of people blown up. Then you get to Empire with Luke getting his hand cut off, them cutting open that freaking tauntaun at the beginning to stuff Luke into it to keep him warm. Then you get to Return of the Jedi, and then you got Revenge of the Sith in the freaking prequels where Anakin burns alive.
Oh yeah, that was pretty terrible.
Kids weren't pussies back then.
But
Ratboy367 says, does anyone know if the planet they base the theme parks on play a big role in the movie?
I believe from what I read of the leaks, it's just one quick stop on their little scavenger hunt in the first half of the movie looking for the plot MacGuffins.
The only relevance the planet the theme parks are based on is in the new canon books.
That too.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Will. Bambi's mom gets shot before your eyes. Actually, that's not true, Will.
No,
that's not true.
No, she doesn't. She gets shot off screen. You just hear the gunshot.
Yeah, because the animators didn't want to draw a dead deer because they're wusses. They couldn't do it for another, 50 years or something. 60. Yeah. They had to wait until they were lions.
Body.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, we need to have more dead parents in Disney films. Dare I say it, kill off Elsa or Anna or whatever the fuck in Frozen 3.
When you said more dead parents, I kept thinking as to how
they're all dead.
Thomas and Martha Wayne get killed in every iteration of Batman. Same with Ed Parker as well.
Oh my gosh.
To be cast in a Disney movie as a parent is to be dead.
Yep. That's why Han and Leia are gone.
Ugh. Thanks for that. I'm now depressed again. God.
They're not just gone though, their whole character.
Can we actually talk a minute? Can we talk a minute about how they had Leia, Carrie Fisher, wandering around like a goddamn zombie through this movie before they finally killed her off?
Pointlessly.
Because they were just using reused footage, so she didn't actually have any sort of awareness of her surroundings. I'm sorry.
A character arc.
That's worse than just killing her off.
Well, I mean, she didn't do anything in Last Jedi either, really. She was just kind of there.
Yeah, she was in a coma, and then she shot someone.
Poe.
Yeah. Why is it that why all of a sudden are these two guys, Poe and Finn, just getting abused by women? They keep hitting them, they stun them, they taser them. Rey decks Finn in the face in the first one. It's like, hey,
she hits him with her staff, dude. She doesn't even, it's not even like a light blow. She fucking straight up clocks him with her staff. It's like, damn, bitch, calm down.
Yeah, like he was just like, hi, how are you?
Well, no, he's running, and she decks him across the face as he's running and knocks him back. I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
Well,
how did
with
she
a metal rod, it should have broken his jaw.
What were we saying, Chosen?
I was just saying, how did she overtake him anyway? Because he was like a full-on soldier.
Supposedly, she took a shortcut through the little tent things they were running through and cut him off.
Hey, Gary.
It's movie magic. You're not supposed to question it. Just consume. Consume. Just consume.
That doesn't work. But hell, JJ's a hack anyway. I've known this for the past.
When did you first make this keen observation?
After watching Star Trek.
Oh wait, you already said Star Trek. Never mind.
Yeah.
I just thought that you might want to be reminded of that again.
Yes, thank you, Justin. We all need that.
Must I?
I mean,
No,
yes. You have to relive it again.
We're not reliving that trauma, damn it. We're living our new trauma right now. We don't need the old stuff. We've got new trauma now.
All right. Well, I'll admit, though, JJ made one good movie, Super 8.
Never watched it.
It's good.
What are they going to do now, though? Because both sides of the fans hate the movie, so are they going to keep doing what they did last time and call everyone a racist, sexist thing?
Nope.
Of course not.
Well, no, because some of them are women now that don't like it, and now those are the ones that they paid attention to, because they dismissed all the women who didn't like The Last Jedi because, oh no, like they just have internalized misogyny or whatever that crap is.
Oh, I'm thinking about what Mary's gonna say when all these articles come out, and they're just like, these aren't women with misogyny or internalized misogyny. They're just fans who are disappointed. God, I can only imagine how Mary's gonna tear into that shit.
Probably the same thing as she usually does.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Oh yeah.
I guess those free Disney passes aren't looking as shiny as they used to.
No, not really. I mean, I'll gladly take a Disney pass for sure, but I'd be going to, just kind of like a like half as good as it is in Orlando. I mean, have you been to Disneyland, Kester?
I've been to Disneyland once back in like 2004 or 5. Yeah, that's one time I went for 2 days.
In retrospect, the park is shit. I admit it. I have been spoiled by amusement parks that have like 20 some odd roller coasters. Disney is just not up to par to that. Also, once you've been to Disney World, you don't want to go to Disneyland.
It may speak more to my experiences, but the thing that I remember most about my trip to Disneyland, I went and saw a live action musical thing for Aladdin, and that was like the most memorable thing I did the whole time I was there.
Seriously? Like 10 years after it was released?
Yeah.
Still going on?
To be fair, it still holds up.
Oh yeah, they friggin' had a dude they had a dude decked out in blue and everything. They even had the magic carpet scene. They even like suspended the actors from the ceiling and everything. It was weird. I was like, geez, I would not do that.
Was it a real carpet? Just a carpet with strings.
Oh, it was like a reinforced like harness and everything behind it. But yeah, it was like in front of the stage, but still on the ceiling. I don't know how to describe it in like actual stage terms, but yeah, it was like a harnessed rig up in the freaking rafters that lowered down. I don't know. Maybe they weren't even the real actors. Maybe they were just freaking mannequins that they stuck up there, and he was just too far away to tell. But I would swear that was the actors up there.
Huh, interesting.
Terrifying.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, fuck that shit. You can pay me enough. I don't care who I'm playing.
I'd rather jump out of a plane.
2004, 2005.
Jump off
so
now,
long ago.
Oh, you gotta go, Steve? We're about to close out anyways.
Oh yeah. Kid pops over tomorrow, so
to
clean and tidy up.
Go clean.
All right. Yeah, absolutely do that. Family comes first, man. Thank you for stopping by and indulging us and giving us laughs and just being you, because you're awesome, Stieg. And I hope you and your son have a good time.
Protect the younglings. I should know.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
And make sure when you kill your brother, it can't be traced back to you.
And have a Merry Christmas if I don't see you before that happens.
Okay, you too.
How can we have a Merry Christmas? Disney just killed our favorite franchise.
Oh!
Watch Home Alone. I don't know.
Christmas is canceled, kids.
Bye, Stieg.
Bye.
Later.
Yeah, I can't wait for the. You know what? I should watch Christmas movies now. I'm gonna be going on a plane soon, so may as well. I mean, why not?
And the only Christmas movies I watch every year religiously are the Rankin Bass ones.
Oh yeah, you're welcome, Anthony. No problem. Nice that your commute is bearable because of us. I appreciate it.
We're glad you get to take some enjoyment from our suffering.
Yes, please do.
I'm actually going to screenshot that, and because I love it. It's just like Justin Proper. His streams make your commutes bearable.
Put it on the back of the DVD box. Instant bestseller. Ha! Checkmate.
Yes.
It's
wait, DVD bestseller? Oh, what?
Oh. 2005 was the last time we got good Star Trek and good Star Wars.
What happened in 2005 for Star Trek?
Nemesis was not that good.
Enterprise ended.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Nemesis. I was like Nemesis. I didn't remember if it came out in 05, but I'm like Nemesis was not that great.
I think it was 2004.
Okay, I have to be honest. Star Trek Enterprise is a stupid fucking name for a show. Should have been called. It's like calling a Disney Plus Star Wars show Star Wars: The Millennium Falcon.
Well, to be fair, at this point,
Star Trek Voyager, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Discovery. It's not exactly a new thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's silly. Anyway,
it made sense because it was based around the ships that the show was centered around.
Oh,
right.
Okay. Still stupid, but whatever.
Maybe. I mean, the only reason they called Star Trek The Next Generation is because it was the sequel to the series that they never thought was going to get a sequel or any kind of continuation. So
Will says it Nemesis wasn't good. Tommy says they sucked.
I'm mixed on Nemesis. Like I like what they the killing Data thing was shit. I agree with that. But no, I like the nature versus nurture thing they were going for with Picard and his clone. Like I feel like that would have been a good storyline without like the excessive amount of the space battle shit that goes on forever. That stuff just kind of killed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Nemesis is a mixed bag for me. Now, fucking Insurrection. Oh my god.
Okay, no more Star Trek talk. We're talking about Star Wars.
I want to talk about Rise of Skywalker.
I will say one thing though. Well, a couple of things. One, I think I realized that after all this time, I never liked The Force Awakens. I know I've said I loved it numerous times, but I have to just be honest. Every time, I should have known that every time when I went to rewatch the film, I would start at the 42-minute mark. You know exactly why.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Harrison Ford comes in, and I'm like, hooray! Now the movie has officially begun.
So much of the enjoyment of that movie was tied into the anticipation of what would come later. Yep. So the fact that what we got later was just so monumentally unsatisfying and had no payoffs for any of it. I mean, that's just going to retroactively ruin that experience now, because now it's like Game of Thrones. You can't watch the earlier seasons now if you've seen season 8 and you hated it, because now you know where it's going.
Yeah, I mean, I can, but I'm just not going to because I don't care. And honestly, like, I didn't care after they started making it difficult for me to pirate it. Oh my gosh. No. Oh, here we go. Speaking of pirates, Sith Kryptonian. He said, thank you for the $2 super chat, Sith. He says, I miss Kester. Wish he would hug me.
I don't hug jack shit for nobody.
Seriously? Nobody?
I don't even hug my own mother.
Wow, you're
to be
you're
fair,
a monster.
No, I'm just not that emotionally close to people.
I mean, he does have Scar for an avatar.
Thank you, God. Captain Obvious up here, spelling it out.
It's the good version of Scar as well.
It's not President
not the shitty live action one. Fuck that movie. $1 billion my ass.
All right. Okay, we're gonna kill the stream now because fuck this movie, fuck everything that looks like this movie, and fuck Star Wars in general now. Fuck Disney Star Wars, it sucks.
Now you know my pain.
It's not